Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price this Thursday as we have broke the $44,800 support level, meaning that we are now below the 200-day moving average, and we are testing this 20-week moving average. Notice how the 20-week moving average is currently sitting at $43,300 US. And remember, we have this $41,950 level as our make it or break it for Bitcoin. So now that we are not seeing the best case scenario, which was for Bitcoin to maintain 44,800 and see a push to 49,700 so that we could just come and confirm that 44,800 is no longer a resistance and now a support. This is now off the table, and we are now playing inside of the range of 44,800 and 41,950. And the reason this is significant is because in between this range, we also have this weekly open sitting right here showing confluence with the 50-period moving average on the 4-hour chart at 43,800. And in my opinion, we have a very small channel between this weekly open and 44,800. And if Bitcoin starts to see decisive price action below the $43,800 level at this weekly open, in my opinion, this would be the early signs that we are coming to test 41,950. And if we do not hold 41,950, this is my make it or break it for Bitcoin. So understand that what we're seeing is totally garden variety market behavior. It's not the best case scenario that we wanted with Bitcoin moving to 49,700 before testing 44,800. However, we still have to monitor what's happening to this major support area where there's also confluence with the monthly open sitting just below 41,950 at 41,500. Of course, if we come to test this area, the key here is to monitor the smaller time frames to see if volume is going to come in order to defend the $41,950 level. If we can stay above 41,950, especially if we get back above 44,800 and we stay above the weekly open, now this is the best case scenario. Because we broke 44,800, the best case scenario is now that we at least hold the weekly open at 43,800. So if that doesn't happen, of course, now we need to monitor 41,950, because if this level breaks, the likelihood of Bitcoin seeing further lows towards Q4 of this year becomes highly probable and on the table, because with this $41,950 level breaking where we have this monthly open, the likelihood of us coming to test 34,800 becomes way more probable. So regardless of what's happening to Bitcoin though, we're still seeing strength with altcoins, especially if Bitcoin stays above 41,950, and even better if it gets above 44,800 again. We're going to start seeing altcoins outperform Bitcoin. And that's just the truth of the matter. As many analysts that have been saying altcoin season is over, we have maintained ourselves saying altcoin season is not over. And so the last thing I wanted to point out with Bitcoin is if we get below this weekly open, that also puts us below this 20-week moving average. So that's why it's such an important level. And then, of course, 41,950 is certainly below the 20-week moving average. So that's what we need to monitor. But realize this. Just like we talked about yesterday, we're seeing Ethereum move into Cardano, and we're using the price as a gauge of how much Ethereum is moving into Cardano, because this is a good indicator of that. Notice how we're continuing to see strength here, indicating that we're potentially seeing people right now take profits from Ethereum, moving it into Cardano, expecting further highs. And I don't blame them, because look at Cardano breaking $1.83. This is the major resistance that pushes us in this channel to take us to $2.47. The same way that Ethereum was able to push itself above 1980. And then we talked about being above 1980, opened the door to 3454. Guess what happened? We saw that occur. And it happened to Ethereum first, because Ethereum is the leading altcoin. You guys keep telling me, why don't you cover more altcoins? I'm covering Bitcoin, which controls Ethereum, which is the largest altcoin and is a leading indicator for every other altcoin. So when I'm covering Ethereum, I am covering Polkadot, I am covering Cardano, right? So yes, I could go more technical in the charts to show you guys the major support and resistance levels, and I'd love to do that, and I probably will start doing that, but realize that if you understand this market, then we realize Ethereum is a leading indicator for other altcoins. And so with the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, this is really the main chart to watch. If we stay above 65,000 Satoshis, expect altcoin season to stay intact regardless of what Bitcoin does. Of course, Bitcoin moving above 44,800 will most likely take Ethereum now at this point above 3454 in my opinion. But if we stay below 44,800, we test 41,950. I think the area that I'm watching for Ethereum to potentially see a pullback is going to be this $2,500 level where we have this 100-day moving average and the monthly open. So if Bitcoin breaks 41,950, expect the retest of this monthly open for Ethereum. If we stay moving to the side, then we could inch our ways towards higher levels. That's all going to be determined on Bitcoin, of course, but the fact is we're seeing strength with altcoins, and the total cryptocurrency market cap chart is showing more strength than Bitcoin because of that. So notice how we are weighing above this 100, 200, and 50 period moving average on the daily chart, but more importantly, the 20-week moving average, we are holding above the 20-week moving average. Bitcoin really testing the 20-week moving average, and others' dominance reflecting with showing strength to the upside towards the 20-week, and that's causing Bitcoin dominance to stay below this 20-week moving average. So until this changes on Bitcoin dominance, until we see any sort of potential signs of a reversal, altcoins are in favor, and that's the clear path there. And I want to talk about traditional markets because they are going to have an effect here. And the DXY is still in a very concerning range at 92.62 to 93.82. At any point, if this moves to the upside, that could cause markets like the S&P 500 and Bitcoin to move to the downside. And so we want to monitor this because the S&P 500 did not react to this move here. And Bitcoin reacted by seeing strength. But what we did see is gold and oil react to this move, pushing to the downside. And so commodities can sometimes be a leading indicator for traditional markets. So since the S&P 500 has yet to see the move and the effects of the DXY, the question is that on the table sooner than later? Is that going to affect Bitcoin? I'm going to leave you guys with that to go home. And then I do want to say this with Bitcoin. Understand, we are at a very critical point right now at the 200-day moving average and 20-week moving average. The key right now is to watch this 4-hour chart. And once again, I'm just going to emphasize this. We're playing in a range at 44,800 to 41,950 at this point. We do not want to break 41,950 no matter what. We stay above the weekly open at 43,800. That's even the best case scenario for Bitcoin to see further upside. But if we come down, there's still potential, but we don't want 41,950 to break. That's the point. If this breaks, we're going to start looking at downside targets. And so that's just me being the umpire, giving it to you how it is, as we always do on the Snipers channel. I hope you enjoyed today's analysis. I want to give away one of my favorite books on investing to one of you snipers watching in the comments. Oh, look, 111 likes. I like that number. Let's see if we can hit 200 likes on this video. Haman says, great content. Keep on tracking Cardano, please. Cardano is the future. Send me a message on Instagram. You want a book just for being in the comments. And if you guys want to win a book, just comment below. And remember to share this video. And with that, I appreciate each and every one of you snipers tuning in the channel. We pretty much have wrapped up here. So until tomorrow, where traditional markets are going to start closing their candles, we enter the weekend where the crypto market's the most manipulated. It's going to be a fun time. And the question at this point is, because we're not seeing the strength of Bitcoin at 49,700 to at least have the chance to turn this $44,800 level into a support level, and that we are seeing this rejection. I wouldn't call it a rejection, but we're seeing a little bit of, pushback by the bears here. If we don't hold 41,950, that means this could have just been a potential relief rally. And The only way for us to assume this is a reversal is to hold 41,950 and then to confirm it, get above 44,800, and then turn it into a support. This means we're at a reversal. This means it could just be a relief rally. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I might be wrong. Who knows? We've been very good over the last few weeks on Bitcoin. So with that, I've rambled on. Until next time, snipers